This is part 30. I'm making foods from every country. Today I chose Poland and I decided to make red cabbage, otherwise in Polish known as this, and this is how I made it. In a pot with some oil, I added in 1 chopped onion and 2 diced apples. I cooked that until it was nice and soft for about 5 minutes. I then added 1 whole shredded red cabbage. To that I added half a cup of white vinegar, a third of a cup of sugar, and about 1 teaspoon of herb salt, but you can just use salt and pepper. I gave that a good mix until it more or less looked like this, and then I covered that and let that cook for about 1 hour on low heat, mixing occasionally, and this was the final result. I just served mine as a snack with some cottage cheese and rye crackers, and it was delicious. Definitely go and try this out. Hey, this is part 31 of making foods from every country. Today I chose Colombia and I made pan de bono. This was so delicious and easy. Let me show you how I made it. In a food processor, I added in all these ingredients. To that, I mixed that till it was well combined, more or less until it looked like this. I then added 1 egg and mixed that again. I transferred that into a bowl and then I added a little bit of milk because the mixture was a bit dry for me. I kneaded that until it was all well combined, and then I rolled them into balls and rings and put them in an oven. And this was the final result. It was so delicious, and because of the flour, it was naturally gluten-free. Enjoy! This is part 32 of making foods from every country. Today I chose Sweden and I made cardamom buns. I started with 1 teaspoon of brown sugar, a packet of yeast, and 1 cup of warm milk. I mixed that until the yeast was all dissolved and then let that sit for 10 minutes. I then put all the dry ingredients in a bowl and gradually added in the milk mixture. I kneaded that for a bit and then I added in 5 tablespoons of room temperature butter and kneaded that again. I then let that cover for about 40 minutes. After that, I rolled out my dough and I made my filling. These are all the ingredients I used, and I mixed that together until it was all nice and smooth. I then spread that over the dough mixture and then I folded that in half and then folded that again. I rolled it out until it was flat, just a bit like this, and then cut into about 2.5 centimeters. This is what I used. This is how it turned out, and then I let that cover for 30 more minutes and covered it with egg wash and sugar, and I baked it. This is how it turned out, and it was so delicious.